Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we have another Diamond Dynasty video for you all. And as you can see, we got Jake Arrieta going up against Cole Hamels. I'm on the left and he is on the right. And this is a good game. We are at game 49, which is one away from the milestone of 50. So, I mean, that's always good. And I will be bringing you the players that you guys wanted to see a couple of videos ago in the next video as well. So, I guess it's going to be a good 50th episode, so get pumped for that. But moving into this game, right there, you saw my created player again, who has 100 and something speed, get thrown out by the guy's catcher, and that's just ridiculous. Come on, MLB, you got to fix that. But we get a double there with Robinson Cano. He decides to walk Mike Schmidt, and look at this. Watch this play. Bryce Harper lines out to the center fielder, and the guy running from first to second, Mike Schmidt, he's like, yo, let's run to second and not run back to first. So we get thrown out there and nothing happens. And it's still 0-0 going into the bottom of the first inning when we definitely could have had a run up on the board. So right here we get a nice out with Yogi Berra. Just kidding. He didn't want to get out of his seat. So, you know, like, that's all right. We get a double play right here. But, like, come on, catcher. Like, so many things that could be fixed in this game. Just, it's a great game, but there's just so many little things that just don't happen in real life. But we get a double right here with Tulowitzki, and he decides to walk Ted Williams, which brings up Jeff Bagwell. Here we go. And that is a deep fly ball to center field, but right at the wall. He's going to make the catch, and luckily, whoever was at first, he does get back to first, and we steal second. He decides to walk Yogi Berra. With one out, we have Jake Arrieta on the mound, and we needed to try to lay down a bunt because I didn't want him grounding into a double play. So now there's 2 outs, and we have our created player up, and he's just going to ground out the shortstop. So another opportunity failed for us that we definitely could have had a run or 2 or maybe 3 up on the board, and it's still 0-0. We do get an out here, and we go into the top of the third inning. So top of the third inning, here's Robinson Cano, and that one's hit pretty deep, but that one's just going to be a fly ball out to the left fielder. Next up is Mike Schmidt, another ground out to the shortstop, and we just couldn't get anything going right here. So here is Bryce Harper, and I don't even need to talk about him. He strikes out. So back on the mound, we got Jake Arrieta, like I said, and he strikes out the first guy, make that 2 strikeouts in a row. But thank you, Yogi Berra, for throwing it over the first baseman's head. I think that's the actual first time that he's ever done that, but my opponent decides to run to second, and we get that diving cheese to get the out there. Another thing that just doesn't happen in real life that happens in this game, and I think it should be fixed next year. But we do get out here. I think we walked the guy or whatever happened. We did get an out here, and it's still 0-0. So, moving on, he brings in a new pitcher, and we could not get anything going as Ted Williams grounds out right there. So, Jeff Bagwell's up, and he's not going to do anything either. None of our players could do anything against these pitchers that this guy had up on the mound, Cole Hamels or the guy he brought in. So, moving on, Tulowitzki gets a nice out there, and a nice pop out to Bryce Harper gives us 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Next up is Joey Votto. We're going to strike him out for the 3rd out of the inning, and luckily Yogi Berra will throw the ball and not overthrow the first baseman. Speaking of Yogi Berra, he's got some speed as he gets to first base, and he steals second, so he's on third right now after a nice bunt there by Jake Arrieta. And next up is Clemhawks. He's going to get intentionally walked. Not only does he get intentionally walked, next up is Robinson Cano, and as well, he will get the same thing. So Mike Schmidt's up, and we're going to lay down a bunt, finally getting a run home, and he's just going to be thrown out at first. So with 2 outs, we have Bryce Harper up, and he didn't do anything. But we do have a 1-0 lead, and it's always good to have the lead in a baseball game. And try to go from there, rely on your pitching. So we get a nice out there by Nelson Cruz striking out, and that's Joe Mauer is going to pop up to Troy Tulowitzki. So moving on, we have 2 outs already in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Jose Reyes. He's going to get a base hit up the middle. I want to say That's the first base hit I've allowed, but it doesn't matter. It's right here. I thought I caught the ball, and then I realized that I didn't, and I threw to second. But that was a crazy play when it actually happened, because I was totally confused. I thought he totally caught that because the guy ran back to first. But yeah, you guys saw how crazy that was. So top of the 6th inning, Jeff Bagwell's back up, and he finally gets a base hit. That's into the gap. He's gonna stay. Oh no, he's actually running the second. Look at this. And he's safe. Look at that. I mean, he's got some speed. He stole third, I guess, or something. And Yogi Berra getting a base hit into left field. We lead 2-0 right now. Who's up next? Oh, I guess. Okay. So, I think Jake Arrieta just struck out or something. So, moving on. We do have a 2-0 lead. We get a nice pop out right there to my creative player. 2 outs. Here is Colton Wong, and he goes deep. Bryce Harper, can you make the catch? Yes, he can. Right at that wall back there. It was got the weird curve in it, but he brings in Pat Neshek, strikes out my creative player, and look at this. Boom! No doubt shot by Robinson Cano over that monster wall out there, and we have a 3-0 lead all of a sudden. Look, and then Bryce Harper just hits it to the wall. But 2 great hits there, one getting us points on the board, and the other one just showing him that we can hit off Pat Neshek. So don't use him against me, people. Just saying, like use anybody else. But I just teed off on Pat Neshek right there. Almost an error to cost us, but we continue to move on. Top of the 8th inning, he's still using him. Troy Tulowitzki's going to pop out to the catcher, but we do have that 3-0 lead like I've stated, and that's always good. How about this? Make it a 4-0 lead. That is Ted Williams going yard over into the bullpen out there in right field. And we do have that 4-0 lead. No doubt we should win this game now. Top of the 8th inning. Yogi Berra can get a hit as well as he gets on first base. I think we finally decide to bring... Oh yeah. I think I pressed 2 there. But yeah, dumb decision by me. We actually get out here. So, I think Jake Arrieta then continued. Yep, he continued to pitch. Okay, so bottom of the 8th inning. 6 outs away from completing the end of this game. 1 out already, so 5. And I think that's actually the second hit that I've given up this entire game. That's Jose Reyes going to get a double off of Jake Arrieta, but no worries as, well, I guess I can't say that because he gets a nice base hit with Ben Zobrist, and we were paying attention, people. We get the nice out right there. So 2 outs. We still lead 4-1, and Joey Votto's just going to ground out to there. But no, I mean, can't throw the ball is Mike Schmidt, and there's a guy on first now. So technically this guy could have gotten another runner on base and tied it, but he doesn't, and we do take the lead, or I guess we still had the lead, 4-1 going into the 9th inning. Pop out there by Rod Carew, and strikeout by my creative player. Can Robinson Cano do it again? I mean, he's 3 for 4 today or something like that with a home run and 2 doubles. Look at him being the real MVP right there. And I think, yeah, he just strikes out there. So Mike Schmidt strikes out, and we are into the bottom of the 9th inning. We bring Andrew Miller, and we get a nice out there by Correa. Second out of the inning to his next guy. And to wrap things up, we get a nice out to Troy Tulowitzki. We win this game. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and that subscribe button because it really helps me out. Get ready for Game 50. It's going to be exciting. That will be tomorrow, so stay tuned. See you then.